Peace, kings and queens, gods and goddesses. So, yesterday, I reposted this post on my story. Y'all might have seen it. It was about like teaching your daughters not to, stick around for infidelity or something around that or something like that. And it's just like, really irritates me a lot how much this is pushed in society. I'm not gonna hold y'all because this has become a thing that if someone's not cheating on you or beating your ass, then you should just stick out the relationship because it just doesn't get better than that. Listen to me. Listen to me really fucking good. Y'all have to stop with this goddamn agenda and just making posts about it, reposting it, feeding into it. Also, why is this just I'm gonna teach my daughters thing? Women cheat too, but that's a conversation for another day. I'm not about to get into that shit right now. But what I'm saying is that what we need to be teaching our children is to value themselves in all aspects. Respect, love, boundaries, expectations, requirements. These are things that you should have in every relationship, not even just in a relationship with someone that you're dating. Like, let's teach our kids unconditional love. Somebody gotta feel me. And it's just like, we need to teach our kids that they need to accept people for who they are and not who they want them to be. Not a figment we tend to create in our head about who people can turn into. We need to teach our children to take shit for exactly how it is, even if they want it to be another way, These are important lessons. These are lessons that need to be taught. So, like, we need to get into the state of mind of even accepting, acknowledging, that inevitably us trying to turn people into who they are, into somebody else that we want them to be, is not going to do anything but, like, cause us heartache, cause us discomfort, drain us mentally, physically, emotionally, just drain us, period. It's fucking draining. It's tiresome as fuck. And this is just me speaking from experience. And it really do open a road for you to be like, taken advantage of. This is what we need to teach our kids, to be mindful of the people that they choose to deal with. And to be mindful if they're the only ones pouring too much into something. Any relationship, again. You can't be in a relationship that's fucking always 80-20. You deserve 82. You deserve 102. And it's just like, be mindful that what you receiving in return. Me personally, I look at relationships like investments. And it's funny because I'm about to actually tell y'all this little story about counseling. So, for my last relationship, my counselor, we did this exercise about ROI. And for those of you who don't invest, that's return on investment. And he asked me a question. He asked me, what is my ROI that I expect to receive when, investing in my relationships? So I thought about it. And 100%. 100 fucking percent. I could settle for 99. Y'all, when I told him that, he was through. But I am so serious because I know what I bring to the table. That's another thing. Y'all need to acknowledge y'all worth, y'all value. What I'm bringing to the table, is that shit being matched? I need that shit to be matched. Y'all should need that shit to be matched. Because we are worth whatever the fuck we're bringing. Period. And more. But it's just like, I had to get out of the mindset of trying to turn somebody into something that they were not. I was hurting my own fucking feelings. I was I was keeping my own delusions going. It is so funny because, like, reflecting on it, it's like, damn, like, I take full accountability, y'all. I take full accountability because I added so much stress to the relationship alone, just trying to make somebody into something that they were not. Then on top of that, that shit is selfish as fuck, and I'll take accountability on my part because you're stressing the other person. I was stressing the other person out, and it's just like, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. And that's not even what you should want to do. At that, what I should have been doing, instead of looking for love from somebody else to give to me, I should have been looking to get that love to myself. And that's how I've been moving now, y'all. And my life is great. I'm so happy. I'm so fucking happy. It's just, I can't even explain it to people most of the time. And it's just like, I think it shows. I think it shows. But regardless, when it comes to relationships, we have to understand that we have to have boundaries. We have to have expectations. We have to have requirements. And if those things are not being met, we have to be able to leave. And I didn't for a long time because of fear. Fear of being a single parent. Fear of taking care of me and my children by myself. Fear of probably being alone. Fear of, just 1,000 thoughts go to my head, even just about, like, my kids not having a father around all the time. And it's just like, y'all gotta put that fucking fear aside, because that shit ain't gonna do shit but hold you back. And we don't need to be held back. We need to grow. We need to prosper. At that, we can attract what we deserve. I will no longer be dating or getting a relationship with anybody that cannot give me what I deserve. Period. And I made a list. Y'all need to make a list. What do y'all want? Most people get a relationship, not even know what the fuck they want in a relationship other than a man or a woman. What do you need in this person? What do you need for this person to do? What's your love language? What are you willing to compromise on? These are things that you really need to think about. Because I wouldn't date somebody that's not spiritual. Would it? Wouldn't date somebody that's not a vegan. Would it? And it's just like, but these are, be specific as y'all. Be so specific. It's like literally build a man or build a woman. Make it up in your head. Build them. Build them. Build them. Why not? I can have anything I desire. I strongly believe that. And I strongly believe that I'm going to get what I want. And I'm going to be patient and wait for what I want to come in. Like, I'm perfectly fine by myself. I'm happy by myself. I'm thriving by myself. I love myself unconditionally. When the time comes, I'm going to love my man unconditionally. But until then, your girl rocking. You know? But it's just like, yeah, like, we just have to, these are things that we need to teach our children. These are things we need to instill into our children. Because society makes things just so simple-minded sometimes. And it's just like, things aren't supposed to be simple. They're not. We need to teach our kids that just because we're not asking for a lot doesn't mean that person's going to be able to give us give them what they want. And that's okay. That's okay. Teach your kids to be strong enough to leave when they're not happy. That's what you need to teach your kids. Happiness matters. Show them that. Be that example. I'm that example for my kids. I'm so fucking happy about that. Like, and I want y'all to know, I don't want y'all to think that my ex is a bad person or nothing. Like, we just, again, I have set certain expectations, requirements, boundaries, and all of those things that they just weren't being met. But he's a great guy. He's a fucking great guy. But he just wasn't enough for me. And again, that's okay. because I know I can get what I want. As can you. And this is what you should be teaching your children. And I can't even imagine how much I was really stressing them out. Shit. Again, I take full fucking accountability. I take accountability. And I don't know. Everything isn't meant to be with sometimes when we want it to be. And that's cool, because what's meant will be. Nothing for me will ever miss me. You know? But as y'all know, it's time for me to start my day. I can't wait to do this again with y'all. I'm enjoying our talks. But I'll see y'all next time.